Many of you may have heard about bouncers, security guards for McDonald's in the UK, but I had not heard anything about them being here in the United States, and evidently I've been living under a rock. Security guards or bouncers to manage crowds, rowdy behavior, and antisocial incidents during the late hours is very common there in the UK. But it's getting to be the same here in the US, and that's very embarrassing for our country. I think if you live near a McDonald's that needs to have a security guard, it might be time to think about moving. Here in the US, evidently some spots use bulletproof glass in high crime areas, such as parts of Detroit and Los Angeles. When needed, franchises hire private security or local PD. There was an article in the New York Post about how a McDonald's there in Queens recently hired what they call a McBouncer to tackle rowdy teen crowds. The franchise located on Queens Boulevard in Elmhurst, and it's open late on most nights until 11 p.m. and right on a major artery, drawing after school and evening foot traffic. The McBouncer they hired, a 50-something crew member, has stepped up as the unofficial door enforcer. She is not a hired pro bouncer, but a tough staffer, checking IDs and turning away unaccompanied minors under 18 after school hours. She told the New York Post, "This generation is really different. They push me, they disrespect me." What was described as packs of wild teams have been causing havoc, fights, vandalism, and general disorder. This follows a tragic stabbing death of a 14-year-old boy at a Sunnyside McDonald's nearby Queens back in February of this year. The ban aims to curb the violence that's been going on without fully closing its doors. So how it works. Kids can enter if they're with a parent or guardian, but solo groups get the boot. It's a proactive policy, part of the staff rules that they now enforce. Queens, New York City has over 50 McDonald's, but this Elmhurst spot is a hot spot for the drama due to its size and location near schools and transit. Other New York City areas, like parts of Brooklyn or the Bronx, use cameras or off-duty cops for issues. But this is evidently the first time they've hired a staff member to be the bouncer. Security guards or bouncers at U.S. McDonald's aren't part of a chain-wide policy like in the UK, but they're increasingly common in high-crime urban areas where fights, thefts, and loitering spike, especially late night or near schools and transit areas. Franchises are required to handle it independently, not like in the UK. Yeah, McDonald's itself hires the security guards. So here in the US, franchises handle this independently, often hiring armed or uniformed guards via firms like Securitas. From recent reports, it's tied to a rising incident of recent brawls in Baltimore, shootings, and other brawls in McDonald's in New York City. In Brooklyn, New York, they have a McDonald's with guards at the entrances. They enforce no entry for anyone under 20 without parent or ID, and it's a strict policy. In Baltimore, Maryland, armed guards are on shift. One was killed in January of this year with a shooting where one person was killed. I believe it was an employee. Then there was another incident in Maryland, Baltimore, where they have just general urban crimes. Employees report of threats. Oakland, California. They have armed guards, OC spray battalions, and sidearms at multiple locations. And they also have bulletproof glass there at their McDonald's. In San Francisco, near the Tenderloin, they have guards at their McDonald's equipped for crowd control. Evidently, it's for drunks, homeless incidents, and yeah, they're saying it's the norm for yeah, the residents that live there. They are BK equipped, whatever that means. In Los Angeles, they have guards. There evidently was an incident in August of this year where a guard armed with a strap, evidently battery and assaults are very common there. Seattle, Washington, downtown, 3rd Avenue near Pioneer Square. Guards at restrooms, dining rooms, drive-through area also with patrols. They have a big problem with homeless people, drug-related loitering. Harlem, New York has guards present there. They have a big problem with people begging, disruptions tied to addiction center. Drug activity evidently has been ongoing there since the 1960s, with begging and yelling at customers as they come and go. In Detroit, Michigan, in high crime neighborhoods, they do have bulletproof glass and occasional off-duty cops that are hired. It's all evidently gang and theft related issues. Guards there evidently are rare, but patrols do happen. They're in Oakland, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. They often do have armed guards due to robberies, and they have bulletproof setups. There in Chicago, the problem has been going on evidently since 2019. They have uniformed guards patrolling the entrances, dining areas, and there is a high police presence. Evidently, there was 35 calls to McDonald's in just 30 days. Chicago PD urges fast food spots to hire off-duty officers amid the rise in crimes this year. Security guards in New York City McDonald's act as deterrents rather than full bouncers. They patrol the entrances, enforce no unaccompanied minor policies, and monitor for fights, loitering, and assisting the staff. New York City is booming in hiring guards, 100,000 guard jobs statewide, with 40,000 new ones projected by 2030. Here are some of the regulations for New York. They are strict. Guards must register with the Department of State. Licensing requires 8-hour course, costs between $100 and $200. Background checks, then 16 hours of training. It must be renewed every 2 years. Most of the New York McDonald's have unarmed guards because the firearms need extra pistol permits. This setup does seem to keep things a little bit safer, but underscores New York City's urban edge. Guards prevent what they call war zones, but they can't stop every scuffle. In Seattle, areas like Belltown and Pioneer Square, they have regular guards. At Pike Place downtown, they have on-site security monitors, which monitors the bathrooms, dining areas, and the guards just roam around. They differentiate between the tourists and locals. They have a big homeless begging population there. Drug use inside the store and outside. And many of the patrons are harassed by food, or ask for food, I should say, when they visit the store. Well, so if you visited a local McDonald's lately and have noticed guards, please put your comments down below. I haven't been to McDonald's in a long time because their prices are outrageous. And I live in a small town here in South Dakota where crime isn't isn't anything major. But if you do live in a major city, have you noticed armed guards? Are they armed with just battalions and pepper spray, or do they actually carry a weapon? Please put your comments down below. What has become of this country? What do the parents think of these teenagers, these kids? What do they think they're doing late at night or after school? Please put those comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you.